Hello, my name is Visor, and welcome to Let's Talk LPs. Today we'll talk about Game Dev Tycoon. Basically, I have a plan to LP Game Dev Tycoon that I've been working on for a while now. And I know there are a few LPs of Game Dev Tycoon out there already, but I think I can do better than most of them. Anyway, so basically, Game Dev Tycoon is a simulation where you run a game dev. And I want to LP it blind. Because for me, simulation or management games are fun in two ways. One, you build something up that's great, then burn it all to the ground. Unfortunately, Game Dev Tycoon is not that type of game. Or learning how the simulation actually works through trial and error. To me, the discovery process where you make educated bets and see how they turn out, that's what I really enjoy. So if I'm going to LP this game, that has to be my focus. Unfortunately, the stat system in this game is kind of garbage. It tells you how many copies you sold, how much money you made, and a bunch of other boring stats, but those are stats that happen after you made the game. But to really understand how this game works, you have to record the decisions you made and the results of those decisions. So if I'm going to LP it, I'm going to collect all the data that I think is important. Stuff like my time allocation, how many points I got back for it, the features I picked, whether it was a great combo or not. And I'm going to show all this data that I collected, so we really have something solid to talk about, as opposed to me bullshitting and making up stuff. However, there's a problem. All this data I collect is kind of hard to read, unless you're watching in HD. So while I'll of course try to explain what I'm looking at and why it's important with my commentary, I'm also going to host all the data online. Something the audience can look at and play around with. So is that it for my plan? Just better data collection? Of course not. To actually get the data, I will have to make games. Now, left on my own, yeah, I could do it. I'll probably make boring games with generic names, or maybe references to other games. Why not get the audience involved? Why not have other people suggest challenges for a game? Like maybe tell me to make a game about training to swim the English Channel. Or maybe a game about a wombat that has to kill all the other wombats so he becomes the one. Or maybe the audience will suggest something far more fun and creative than me. However, I don't think this is enough. How about every 7th game, we also do a big bet? Basically, it's a challenge that I could actually fail at if I play it poorly. Like for example, that I have to make $500,000 worth of revenue on my next game. And if I fail, I can't do anything in-game for 2 months. Something along those lines anyway. Overall, I think it'll be pretty fun. I might crash and burn, or it might become awesome. Who knows? But of course, this is just a plan. If you have any suggestions about the challenges, the big bet, or the data collection, feel free to tell me now while I still can change things up. Of course, if you're already sold, then suggest me a challenge. I'm going to need 2 to 3 challenges before I can even start making the LP, just because of how the game works. Either way, I hope we can make something awesome together. And as always, thank you for all your support, and I hope to see you guys next time.